What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. This video is we're gonna be going back in time, and we're gonna look past, the last few seasons, and of all the seasons since 15-16, the 15-16 season to now, I'm gonna pick my top 5 seasons I've seen from Real Madrid, from the 15-16 season all the way to this season. Only 5 seasons are going to make it in the top 5. So how I ranked this was based off of the team I saw, what we won, and also, if, we were unlucky that season and I felt like the team that we had was capable of winning these stuff and that type of stuff. You see when I go through the list. So, number 5, the 17-18 season. So that was the season we won the third UCL in a row. And yes, we won the third. And probably people were thinking, this should be higher than 5 because, we won the Champions League. 3 UCLs in a row. It's the third year. But out of all the 3 years, I would argue that this third one, we were the worst out of the 3. The first one, I generally think the first one was better than the third one. I generally think 15-16 season was better than 17-18. Because the reason why I say that is because 17-18, we were disastrous in La Liga. We finished 3rd place in La Liga. We had some embarrassing defeats. Clasico defeat to Barcelona 3-0 at the Bernabeu. And some unexpected defeats. And also embarrassing Copa del Rey showing. So this UCL basically saved us from a total disaster. And also even the Champions League. We didn't win our games that convincingly. Juventus, look what happened. We needed a last-minute penalty to help us go through to the final. We also played Spurs. We played Tottenham in the group stage at Wembley, and we lost 3-1. So we had, in the end, that UCL is going to cover it up, but I saw that season, and we were poor. So it's still my top 5 because, looking back, look at all the other seasons. This is actually better because, we won the Champions League. And that 3 in a row, is going to cover it up. But the reason why it's lower than the other seasons I'm going to put is because the context of what happened in the La Liga, in the Cups. So that's my number 5. My number 4, try to remember my list. I think number 4 was 15-16. Yes, it was 15-16. 15-16. It had a disastrous beginning. The beginning was shit. We had Rafa Benitez as manager. We were so bad with him. It was so convincing. But the thing is, with Rafa Benitez, the group stage was relatively simple, convincing. We went through with ease. But in La Liga, we had an embarrassing defeat to Barcelona at home without Messi in the team. Messi was even starting. This man, Enrique, I think he was the manager at the time, Enrique, subbed on Messi when we were 4-0 down. This man, no mercy for us, no mercy. But yeah, La Liga, we didn't win La Liga, but at least in La Liga it was more tight. It was more close title race. I think it was 4 or 3 points difference. It was very close, I remember. So La Liga, unfortunate, but we were close. The Copa del Rey, crazy situation. I think we got knocked out. we got disqualified due to something. I think some registering issues from a player. But it was a crazy story. I remember that in the Copa del Rey. And then the Champions League, we went on a run with Zizou as a manager. And hey, we won the whole thing at the end, being our biggest rivals, Atletico, in penalties. Beautiful. So I'm playing that above 17-18 due to the context, as I was saying. Our league performance was definitely better than that in this season compared to that season, 17-18. We were second in La Liga, but it was a close title race. The 17-18 was not a close title race. It was so far behind. So that's fourth. My third, if I'm not wrong, I put 23-24. Yes, I put 23-24, number 3. This season, 23-24 season, was amazing. We only lost 2 games. And unfortunately, those 2 games was against the same team, Atletico. Atletico was the reason why we didn't win everything. Unfortunately, it had to be against them, of all teams. But that's probably the only negative, is that it's them that stop us from winning everything. But that season was pure beautiful. Everything that happened, the league was amazing. The Champions League run, amazing. Comeback versus Bayern was amazing. The Man City game, the first leg was a beautiful game to watch as a neutral. The second leg was terroristic, was killing all of us. The penalty shootout was probably the most stressful part of the game. When Madrid missed the penalty, I was thinking life could be over. But, we stayed strong and we won the game. So that season, I'll put as number 3, because my number 2 and number 1, you see why. You will see why. But this season was amazing, don't get me wrong. But it's number 3. Number 2, 21-22. Oh my days. This season, 21-22, was one of the greatest seasons of my life. Emotionally, that season could make grown men cry. That season alone can make grown men cry. Because think about all those comebacks we did. We weren't favorites for the Champions League at all. No one saw us win the Champions League that season. That's the beauty of it as well. No one saw us winning the Champions League that season. We went to PSG. Look at all their star players they had. They all said PSG could destroy us. The first leg, it was looking peak. They were cooking us. They were cooking us at their home in Paris. But the players showed belief from the first leg. They said, okay, in the second leg, we're going to come back. In the second leg, Mbappe was cooking us. I can't lie. Mbappe was destroying us. And when they scored their goals, it was looking peak, bro. It was like, we might be out. But once that Donnarumma mistake happened, everything changed. That's when the comeback happened. The Benzema iconic UCL campaign, Ballon d'Or worthy, of course, deserved. Modric, beautiful. Benzema, beautiful. Vini, beautiful. Toni Kroos, beautiful. But when I think of 21-22, I'm thinking about Karim the Dream, Vinicius Jr., Luka Modric, Courtois. Oh my days, Courtois. That performance in the final, I've always said it, I'm still going to say it, it's the greatest goalkeeping performance in Champions League history. I'm going to say it. That performance, I don't think anyone can top that. It was so perfect. It was amazing. And the semifinal, Rodrigo, iconic moment. Iconic 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes, 1 minute, from Carvajal's cross. Come on, man. That season overall has to be in the top 3, guaranteed. So yeah, that's third place or second place. And number one, come on, man. It's this season. It is that season. It is 16-17. That season, that was the season where I generally said, we are unstoppable. No one can beat us. Like, that was the season where I was so confident we're going to win everything. We'll win the Champions League, win the league, win everything. And we were close to winning everything. It was just one thing that messed it up. The Copa del Rey. We got out to, if I'm not wrong, I think it was either Celta Vigo or Sevilla, but we got out to them. And it was so heartbreaking because if we went to the final, won the Copa del Rey, it would have been a good final too, because I think that season Barcelona were in the final. I think Barcelona in the final. So it would have been a good final as well. But I think we would have beaten Barcelona that season, because that season we were unstoppable. Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, Isco, the midfield three, Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro. The back line, Varane, Ramos, Marcelo, prime Marcelo, and Carvajal. And, Keylor Navas. Amazing goal. That team was, amazing. So that's my top five. And the top three, I think most Madrid fans will agree when I'm going from 15-16 to this season, picking five of the best ones. I think the top three, most Madrid fans will probably agree with me. The 4 and 5 is more controversial, my own opinion. But yeah, that's my top five. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. And yeah, see you in the next one.